Welcome back, everyone. We're live with Forbidden Lands again. We're back. How is everyone doing tonight?
Oh, not too bad.
Good. Bit of up and down.
Good.
Well, it's 2020, so ups and downs are expected. Apparently more downs than ups, but we'll have fun tonight. All right. For our lovely viewers, again, a shout out to Hellhag Productions for the overlays and much of the graphics. This show is rated R, fantasy meets Western, if envisioned by Quentin Tarantino. That's the reference I usually make. So, viewers, be aware. Last session, let's see now. We left off. First of all, introducing all the players, because where are my manners? Josh.
Hey, Josh, Rainer, half-elf sorcerer, and like to set people on fire using their blood. Or burning your blood.
Or their blood, exactly.
Jessica, Frida, giant 8-foot-tall wolf, bloody demon slayer. It's pretty much all you need to know.
She has a sword and she's not afraid to use it.
Yeah. Chris, I play Soren, the happy-go-lucky hunter/woodsman.
Michaela, I don't know, I try and do the talking, but usually it gets me into more trouble. But halfling bard.
Indeed.
Mike, or B, playing Celestial Passage. I'm the reasonable one, but also currently the confused one.
This is what we let you think.
Exactly.
Oh no, he is. He is by far the most reasonable out of all of us.
I'll let you decide. How about that?
I side with Celestial Passage.
So, last time when we left off, you were in the Eye of the Rose, the fortress and capital, if you will. I'll bring it up. Of the Orc Empress Soria. And you reached that place as we started the session just about. Had a short meeting with Margoline, who was asking about your plan and urging you to get along with it, because they had some dissent there within the ranks of the Red Runners. But you did make it to the Eye of the Rose, and you did get an audience with the Empress. And then intrigues ensued. Lots of them. And then you, after lots of discussions with her and amongst yourselves, decided to not steal the ruby and work with Soria. And the morning after, Celestial and Big went down to the Red Runners, who were apparently planning an attack to just take the ruby by force, and they managed to talk the Red Runners out of it. And that's basically where we left off. Margoline would spend a night as Soria's guest to speak to Eridna, if that was at all possible, in the way that Celestial Passage had a communication with the most probably the spirit of the elf residing in the ruby. That gave some guidance and some ideas of how to proceed. And that's basically where we left off. It's Spring Rise the 23rd. There is, on this day, it's still a nice spring weather, if you will, because it's spring. And I understand that you had some plans to pack things properly and get ready to leave. You were going to leave the next morning on the 24th. That was the idea. So, and I think Celestial was going to do some training with Mergoline, were you not? And you're muted.
Yeah, that was very much my hope to up my shapeshifting so I can contribute more than a lucky arrow shot.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you need to take the morning or whatever to train, we've got the horses, so we can make up some time easily.
Yeah,
and we still had that day basically where she was coming up to be a guest. Regardless, we still had time then.
The afternoon and the evening.
That's true.
I mean, it's simple enough to speed through that time, as it were, because at this point there's no particular looming threat hanging over you, so you can take your time and do the things and pack your bags and prepare the horses. Did we do the logistics for your mounts? So have you updated the sheets accordingly? I can't quite recall if we did that.
I did, but I also have access to the rulebook, so.
Oh, yes.
Yep, I also updated mine.
Not sure if I did. Probably not, because I don't usually do things like that.
Which is fair enough.
I hadn't yet, but I can do it fairly quick.
Yeah. On the bottom of your sheet, you'll find a heading called Beasts, and that's basically the mount that you can have. Now, she's not going to give you like a combat-trained horses. They are not big on cavalry here. But other riding animals are certainly available. Like, I mean, they do have horses. Without any problem, they can give you some of those.
I'm guessing Frida would probably need something closer to like a Clydesdale.
Mm.
I don't know what the carrying capacity of a horse is.
I mean, it's fairly standardized, so it would be a riding horse has a strength of 5, and that gives you 10 carrying capacity as long as you're actually sitting on it. And if you're not sitting on it, it's going to have a 20 carrying capacity. Okay. So they haven't, they don't go into that much detail in terms of, can a sentient person sit on this horse? Yes. Okay. I don't think I would try to load an ogre on it.
Well, this is my...
For what they're totally saving on your end, you're saving it on the halfling side, right?
Exactly.
So, should Big and I share a horse?
Oh, yeah. Because I'm not handling a horse on my own.
That works. Agility for a riding horse is 4. It has a move of 2 and a scout of 3. And a movement rate of 2. Yeah, that's... You'll each have... Are you having an extra horse as a pack animal or some kind of other pack animal?
Probably. That could be the one that Big was supposed to ride.
You can have one for sure. None of these are...
I can totally ride with the gear. That's fine by me.
None of these are particularly onerous requests to make. You got your tools, you got your training. As you are training with Mergoline, Celestial.
Sure.
Where did I put that? Oh, there we go.
Sorry.
Mergoline will say that that they want a word with you before leaving in the morning, because of course the Red Runners will also leave in the morning.
Certainly.
But otherwise, you go through the same training that you did in Thamorine, only with a different setting. Working on how to do the spells properly, the proper incantations, gestures, and so on. So, long story short then, the morning of the 24th, you're ready to ride out.
if we have time, because I know I did some sharpshooter training, but if there's enough time, I'd like to train to the second level of sharpshooter as well.
There is time, yes. You have the
Perfect.
afternoon and the evening for sure.
I will do that then.
I'll go to the second level fighter. I assume one of the guardsmen or one of the, probably even the king himself, would be willing to train to get the second level of sword, Path of the Blade, I think it is, or Path of the Fighter or something.
You have
The second path I have.
Yes, the second. Let's see now. We haven't even put that in here. Why didn't we put that on your
Why is it not in there?
sheet? Path
I'm
of
sorry,
the Blade
Mikael.
is...
I am such a slack player.
That's fine. I'll put it in. Path of the Blade, you have rank 1, right?
Yes, I wanted to go to rank 2.
And that would cost you 6 XP, which
I'm
shouldn't
pretty
be a
sure I've
problem.
got that.
After your display in the courtyard, there will be plenty of orcs willing to train with you.
Yeah.
So that shouldn't be a problem at all. In fact, it can probably amuse the Emperor a bit to train you himself, just to, show that he is better than you.
After being beaten soundly by me last time?
Yes. Now, he is, of course, better than you.
Yeah, and I think we talked about that last game, that Frida got lucky because she could tell.
Yes, she got lucky and she could tell.
Yeah.
And Hroka is absolutely no slouch when it comes to wielding that blade.
Yeah.
So he could definitely teach you a thing or two, just as a you will maybe Celestial notices this more than Frida, how Hroka responds very well, let's say, to constant flattery and appreciation.
I mean, don't we all?
I feel like, given her history, that's something Frida would probably notice as well.
Don't forget the fact that our shadow actor friend kept mentioning in his name for him.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so Frida then sort of scraping at the foot a little bit and expressing what an honor it is to learn from such a great master and how lucky I was and what a beginner I really am, will not do anything bad towards him. It will make him all the more pleased, and then he gets to also kind of repair his face a little bit in front of his warriors and showing, this is how you do it, and of course there will be a circle of orcs standing around. And appreciating this, and every touch that either side makes is met with applause and shouts and approval.
Yeah.
And by now that you've spent so much time in Orcish society, really starting with Reddale, you will notice, as I mentioned, that the women look so human. Maybe not as much as you first thought. You've noticed with Mog, you've probably noticed with the Empress. Those incisors on that lower jaw are a little bit bigger than they should be with humans. They're not really...
Not as noticeable as the males?
They're not tusks that are jutting out like that, the way the male tusks do. They're with the males, it really looks like boar tusks almost coming out.
Yeah.
But not with the women. But even so, when you've talked to them long enough, you start seeing the pattern, that there is slightly more there than there would be with humans. And so, I think after these hours, this time that you've spent in Reddale and Eye of the Rose, that you will notice that, no, these women aren't actually human women. They're orc women. They just look very much more human than the orc men do.
Okay.
Which might be a reason why the reputation and rumor is that Soria would be a human who has nestled herself into the court. You feel fairly confident by now that such is not the case.
I'm assuming while Frida is training and everything like that, there's an assembled crowd, and probably some jeering from the crowd, because of that, would I be able to rank up Sharp Tongue to level 2?
Yes, you can. Do you have 6 XP? I think you have 6 XP.
I think I did, yeah.
So you should be able to do that, indeed. Sharp Tongue? Yeah, because that level 2 then.
Don't get yourself eaten while I'm distracted.
Yeah, because you don't want to insult people too much.
Maybe he wants to get eaten while you're distracted.
I think Big is probably joining the orcs and hurling the insults at Frida, so I think
that could be the case.
Probably.
Yeah, I'm not getting lynched.
It's a bad idea to get lynched. But directing your foul words towards Frida, I mean, at this point it's mostly friendly banter, I guess. So the second rank of that, in case you didn't know, it gives your manipulate roll a +1 to your skill if you insult your opponent when you do it. So if you're trying to manipulate someone and you are insulting them while doing it, you gain a +1 to your skill pool for manipulation.
I'm excited.
At the third level, you get a D8 artifact die to your manipulate roll if you're insulting your opponent. Yeah. That Sharp Tongue is truly sharp. And that's also, of course, on the first level there, that you can inflict a point of damage to their empathy with each extra success. So if you pack all that together, yes, you will be able to break people with your insults after a single turn when you're leveled up highly enough. That's... Don't get into a discussion with Big. Just shoot her or something.
At least don't disagree with me.
Exactly. Let's see now. I'm gonna roll something. The first roll for the evening. Let's see now. Where did that go? Oh, there we go. So, intrigues. Yeah. Celestial can feel free to roll a scouting roll. Please roll scouting, Celestial. No, you're distracted because you're going through teaching. Who is the second best scout you have? That would be nobody, I think.
Yeah, Brainard's good.
I'm technically untrained, but otherwise 4.
But you do have some wits. How is Storm for scouting?
I have 6.
But you were leveling up.
Yeah, I was training at the same time.
Yeah. So
Brainard's the only person not training something.
Brainard is the only person not training.
So do the thing, Brainard.
Do the thing.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Oh, wow.
Push it. You need the tasty willpower.
Does he roll? No, doesn't he have? Oh, he has some. He does need some willpower. This is true.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, he's not me.
So, is this the day of the 24th or the prior?
This is the
This is the
23rd.
prior.
This is the 23rd. So
You get
do
to
have a
sleep.
night's
Yeah.
sleep.
I'm pushing it. 1 sec.
Oh my god.
Brenner walks into a... What happens, Brenner?
You walked into a pile of dead meat.
Yeah.
That was
So
epic.
I'm honestly scouting
basically
around.
It's at the
and-
toaster that I need to know. And it's only a tiny little bit and only on our screen, apparently, but it's still...
B,
No, I
you're
just
not
lost.
muted, eh?
Nah,
Okay.
I'm fine. Get over it. It's talking about my camera coverage. Be jealous of my tiny space.
So
yes,
yes,
what happens
so-
with Brenner?
Brainer's probably looking around for inconspicuous, just paying attention,
Yep.
and maybe during the battle doesn't see kind of things going on here because he's truthfully trying to pay more around to his surroundings, and frankly, maybe he gets hit with part of the fray that Frida is going on with.
Frida hits him in the head with the butt of her sword. Brenner, what the fuck are you doing in the middle of my
Just
battle,
walks into the
man?
ring.
I'm gonna say that he actually gets knocked out by that because he is broken now.
Yeah, I'm broken.
God
Yep.
damn it.
You don't get a critical injury for breaking yourself by pushing a roll, so you don't have to bother about that. But you are broken and you are down. So I'm gonna say he's just knocked unconscious for a while.
Frida will stop her fight, pick Brainer up, and take him to an infirmary of some kind.
That's
What else am I supposed to do? I just knocked you
infirmary,
unconscious with the butt of my sword.
He just needs a good tea and a nap.
There will be some smaller orcs. Oh, we'll do this. And they will pack him up on a bier and just carry him off to his quarters.
Soren would help, but he's too busy laughing.
Okay, sorry.
Brainer may have also got lucky and not realized it.
Definitely got to throw some parting jeers on the way through with that.
Oh dear. The scenes, the moments. Well, the good news is that Brenner will be able to sleep through the night and recover all that lost wits. So that's something. He will wake up angry and energized.
Definitely worth it.
Being has been looking around. Are you going? I mean, I have the map up here. If you want to explore any particular part of the Eye of the Rose as the day is proceeding and the afternoon is proceeding. Obviously, there are some places where there will be guards going. Like you can't go into the royal quarters and chambers unattended. But there's a lot of other things that for you to look around.
I think earlier, before we ended last time, I was looking around trying to find some slums or anything like that for aid, but I think they're all just shiny, happy, indentured servitude.
Well, maybe not entirely. How about you roll a stealth roll, and we'll see how far you get before a guard stops you. Not terribly, apparently. In this case, I think that the fact that you have been playing for the court and amused people with your singing and your music has worked a little bit against you, because it means that everybody knows that little lady who makes such a nice music. And that has you've become a little bit of a celebrity around here, and celebrities have a more difficult time to hide. So because of that, it also means that you can't really move around as freely as you might want to. So if there are controversial things that they don't want you to see, there is a guard there to stop you from doing so. Alas.
But yeah, overtly, as far as I can tell, it's good.
There are people who serve the others, definitely. How voluntarily they do so, or how well paid they might be for their services, you never see any money changing hands. But then again, you're not going down to the steward and where the payroll might be. It might happen somewhere where you don't have access, or they are indentured. You can't really tell. I'll let you do an insight check, actually. Excuse me. Sorry. Because body language might reveal something. Alright, yes, body language does reveal something. The smaller orcs are definitely scared of the bigger orcs. Or, if not scared, then definitely know their place. We talked a little bit about that last session, about how there seems to be society based on physical prowess in the Orcish society, where the big ones are the warriors and the smaller ones are serving the warriors. And this seems to hold true. When you see people of other kin, I mean, there are some traders and such like outside in the sort of more open courtyard for others. Like you've seen the human jesters and or musicians, minstrels. You've seen dwarves who are trading and so on. Up here, you can see the occasional dwarf and human, and they seem very nervous and or despondent. They don't look like this is their dream job at all, to your eyes. So there might be cause for concern there, yeah. It's just hard to get to them. You will notice that there are some of these who are going into this place in particular. You haven't been in there, so it's hard to tell what happens there. They go to and fro.
That's where the dynamite is stored.
Seems to have been burned a long time ago because the walls are blackened by soot. Well, that's the situation, at least. All right, everybody ready for the next morning, then?
Aye.
Yeah. Hey, Brainer, how's your head?
Oh, what did I get hit with? Oh,
The butt of my sword.
teaches me to look at the orc women that way. Oh.
Yeah.
Karma, I guess.
Alright. For anybody that doesn't have animal handling, I'll do like a once over to make sure like all the saddles are done properly and all of that sort of stuff, so that we don't have to worry about anybody falling off their horse.
Do I have animal handling? That's a good question.
As you're doing this, you will see one of the orcs are coming towards you. It is in fact Mog, one of the handmaidens in waiting for the Empress.
Oh yeah, the one that we accused of being a demon.
Yes, that one.
The one I'm going to get along with.
Say again?
I said the one that Brainer gets along with.
Yes.
Yeah, because you're the one that tested her for being a demon and found her clear.
Clear.
Yeah, she's coming down to you and nodding her greetings. I'm sorry to say that the Empress is not able to bid you farewell this morning. Things seem to have gone quite well with Murgoline over the night. They're still having a discussion. But I was told to give you this, and she will produce a letter. So I will produce a letter.
The whole time she's talking, Soren is still just like loading his tent onto the horse, loading his blanket onto the horse, hanging the bear trap off the side. Like, cannot wait to get out of this town.
As much of a town as it is. So, the first page. Can you see it? Have I shared it so you can see it? Show to players.
There we go.
There we
now
go.
I see it. Oh my god.
Yep.
Oh, thank you.
So, unto my demon slayers, Frida, Celestial Passage, Big, Brenner, and Soren. I hope this missive finds you well. Since our time together, I have uncovered additional information that may be of use to you. My kinsman, Eldag of the Aesir clan, has retaken the mill. He and his men march northeast into the Arena Forest, which is where I believe you should also turn toward, now that the lumber mill is no longer in the Rust Brothers' hands. Legends hold that deep in the arena lies the Stone Loom Mines, abandoned by the Merimanian dwarves after the Third Alder Wars. It is said that the daughter of Zygofer fled her father's vile presence and sought refuge with the dwarves there. It is my belief that the daughter Marga may have taken items or knowledge with her in her escape. And because Roll20 doesn't allow me to share all the pages at once because it was a PDF, I'll have to do it this way. The Nikaka Scepter is said to hold the Ruby Soul... Wait, is that the second page?
Yeah, that's page 2.
Okay, good. The Nikaka Scepter is said to hold the Ruby Soul Gem of Algared, the first king of Alderland. After Algared's death, his son had his gem set into the scepter, with 3 pendants from the golden alder trees of the royal palace. Its last holder of the scepter was the descendant Algarod, who was slain in a battle against Zygofer and his demonic hordes. It is possible that when Zygofer's wife and children abandoned his wretched ways, the daughter Marga took the scepter to the Stone Loom Mines. I have cross-referenced many legends with the help of Eridne, and I believe this is your best starting point. Even if the scepter is not there, Stone Loom is near my lands and should be a short journey for you. At the least, Marga may have valuable information or other items to assist you on your journey. I should also note, the legends state Marga may have been cursed by her father. She may now be a monster, befouled by magic, and possibly cannibalize the dwarfs that offered her shelter. Legends must, after all, sound legendary. There's a couple of more pages. Outside of the scepter and ruby of Algared, the green soul gem of Viridia we spoke of before is believed to be set in the pommel of a sword named Maligarn, the giant slayer. I could not find any other records of where the sword might be now, but I shall continue my search. There are 6 soul gems of the crown: Gemelda, Nade, Nebulous, Viridia, Algared, and Eridne. The Red Runners who accompanied you to my lands are looking into where the Staningis crown might be, but they have been doing for centuries without much progress. Their leader, Kalman Rodenfell, may know more than he shares with his kin. Considering more political matters, please be aware that should you heed me and travel to Stone Loom, you will be on the border between Eldag's lands and that of my kin, General Ahra of the Roka clan. They should both respect my mark of you as my emissaries, but they are not beholden to me. To be sure of your safety, my handmaiden Mog shall accompany you to the mine. Should you wish to go elsewhere, she shall return home to me forthwith. And the final page. You'll also find my agents among the females of most orc settlements. And in the cities of Reddale and Grindbone, should you put out a quiet word, one of mine will find you. Thanks to your astute suggestion, I have begun construction of a dove coop to facilitate these missives. Oh, and if in your troubles you should come across a wandering orc outcast named Horlo, please capture him and bring him to me, alive preferably. Dead is acceptable, though the reward will be much less. Travel safe, brave demon slayers, and return to me with news as soon as you can. I have a handsome reward in store for you. Warmly, Her Imperial Majesty Empress Soria of the Ur.
Is that the one that Big and I drove insane in the woods?
I don't think we got his name.
Never got his name.
Whoops.
It may have been some other orc outcast. You don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
Sure.
Maybe there's like a dozen of them.
Yeah.
We left him alive, though, didn't we? We just
Oh yeah, you just drove
Maybe
me
crazy.
insane.
Well, it looks like we don't have to head towards the lumbering camp.
Indeed.
Nope. Instead, towards the stone loom.
So I suppose we should switch back to the main map of the Forbidden Lands so you can have a look at where that might be. So judging by what she was saying, it would be somewhere in this here area, maybe?
Yeah, it's definitely not the little thing over here, because it says deep in the forest.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Not a problem. I can find it.
Excellent.
That's a little bit of a change of your route.
Yeah. Well, as long as
Are
the
the
river's...
Sorry, go
Go
ahead,
ahead.
Chris.
I was going to say, as long as we can ford the river.
Yeah. I was gonna say, is that terrain, the deep woods, gonna be a problem with the horses?
I mean, you're going to travel as fast with horses as without horses in that dense forest, but you can still bring with them.
Okay.
Yeah, because at the very least they're extra carrying.
Yeah.
Right, and it's gonna be less tiring for us to have the horses.
Yeah, because we can push them and have less effect on us technically.
Right.
I'm not sure that's all in the system.
You do know that there's a bridge over the river just by Reddale, so if you backtrack up there and then turn south, that could work.
Yeah,
too.
that's probably going to be our best bet.
You with the horses, you'll reach Reddale by noon.
Yeah, and we could easily lose like a half day or better trying to find a place to ford.
Yes.
Yep. Oh, easily.
That could happen. As you prepare to leave, Margolaine will catch up with you, or Celestial in particular. I understand you're leaving now.
Yes, we're
So
about to
will
set
we.
out.
I did commune with Aridna last night, and she confirmed everything. Before I leave, I just want you to know that I've spoken before about a prophecy that I believe involves you and your companions, and I will leave you with that prophecy. And she gives you a small slip of paper, basically.
I take the small slip of paper carefully.
I believe that this prophecy speaks of you and how you bring the stones back, the rubies back to where they belong in Thamorine.
Yes, I could very easily see that, and that could ultimately be the final steps after the grand quest.
I believe it would be. I believe this has been ordained. Whale and Flo go with you. All of you. And they look towards the rest of the group as well.
And with you as well.
And then
Blessed has our path been to cross yours.
Then they leave out the gates. There are lots of glaring orcs staring in their general direction.
Oh, poo-poo on orcs.
Clearly, elves are not necessarily welcome here. I wonder why.
No reason, it's just clear bias, obviously.
Clearly.
Yeah, just a bit.
Because the elves totally don't have the same bias.
No.
Nope. Completely
No, not at all.
open-armed, welcoming of all kinds.
Uh-huh.
Yes. Rational.
Yeah.
objective.
Totally welcoming.
I also have a bridge to cross this river if you want to buy it.
Exactly. No. It's all good. Nice and friendly. Yes? Yes.
Of course.
And so you start your travels again on the road. I suppose Soren's mood picks up pretty fast.
Yeah, as soon as like the town gates close behind us, it's just like, oh, thank God.
The forest calls and blocks your view of those dreaded towers and signs of civilization.
So, since we're heading to Red Dale, I'm going to take us down along the river since that's new terrain for us.
Mm-hmm.
And just in case there's anything there that might be of interest. Did everybody remember to stock up on food before we close the doors behind us?
Yep.
I think you did. You should have D12 of food and basically any consumables that you want. Torches,
No, I have to update my
food,
arrows.
arrows.
That too, yeah.
They can all be D12.
No, we're going to potentially explore an old dwarven mine. We're going to want torches.
That could be an idea.
All
Yeah,
right.
I highly doubt that Frida would have left without hitting the kitchen at least a couple of times.
Rainer doesn't leave anywhere without portable fire.
Stop punching the kitchen.
Very funny.
But true.
So D12s of everything.
Alrighty, I got a success on my find the path check.
Excellent. That means that you will, in fact, not get lost.
I'd sprained my ankle.
Exactly.
Or the horse's ankle.
That's true.
Yeah, I don't think the horse would take as well to having cake as you did.
Right.
There is slight rain today. Chilly, but not too chilly. We're talking about late spring rise now. You've, in fact, gone about half of the month. Middle spring rise, even. Since it's
Excellent.
the 24th. It's late middle, to be precise.
Big, whose horse are you on? You said you weren't riding alone. Whose horse are you on?
Whichever
I thought
one
it
has
was
a
on
basket
your
on it.
horse. Did you not notice me?
I'm just making sure I know where you are so you don't get eaten or lost.
Frida wasn't sure if it was 2 baskets of potatoes or 1 basket of potatoes and halfling.
It's hard to tell. They're the same size.
It just as lumpy, right? Come on.
Kind of.
It could have
was,
started out as 2 baskets of potatoes and then Big got hungry.
These forests are still fairly open. You're in an area that's you know, it's not the densest forest. It's not like in Dankwood at all. So it's easy enough for you to traverse, and that will lead you. You get upon the river, which is it's wide enough for it to be a problem for you probably to get across it. So I'm gonna just assume that you move further up along the river.
Yeah, if we don't see anywhere to pass, then we'll just move up the river until we get to the crossing at Red Dale, and then we'll hook around south again.
Yeah, and by noon you will be there. To make a long story short, you haven't seen too much traffic today, or have you? Let's make a roll. Okay. How about someone's roll of scouting here? Yeah. That worked. You will in fact notice that you are not alone on these untreaded paths, if you will. There's a group following you not too far behind.
Oh, we have friends on our trail. Lovely.
Like actual friends or friends that are good with ketchup?
I don't eat sentience.
You're missing
Don't knock
out,
it till you
man.
try it.
Hey,
It-
I come
it
from
muddles-
a culture where it's a funeral rite to eat your heart, okay?
It muddles the inner energies, and it allows me no longer would allow me to attune quite so well with the spirits of the land. That's
The
my
druids
story.
where I come from do just fine. Just saying.
They're doodads, not druids.
The druids.
Doodad.
Well,
Anyway,
the two of them
so
are
there's guys
discussing.
behind us.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, there are several. In
Did I
fact.
go threaten them with the sword?
No. They might just be travelers.
Threaten them with big.
You will notice as you're looking towards them, and your looking glass is very helpful in this.
Oh, I didn't use it. I
Oh,
saw
you
them
didn't
perfect.
use it even. Yeah, exactly. But it will be helpful in identifying who they are. And you will recognize them as some of those traveling jesters, that particular group of humans. They're coming. You can't be sure if they've been trailing you or if they just kind of happens to be in the same neck of the woods at the same time.
Great. We're being
This is
followed by a cliche. An
Definitely a
entire
big thing.
An entire group of spies that have been masquerading as jonglers and jugglers and artists. Lovely.
I can't believe that I left a city and it's following me.
Go talk to the clowns. Go talk to
Okay.
the clowns.
So Frida,
I'm
how you
already
doing?
talking to you guys. What is it?
We could race in the Red Dale, and if basically something comes out of it, then we can deal with it in Red Dale. Last time I checked, we're more in tune with the civilians there.
One of them has, must be their guard, has chainmail armor and a helmet. Then there's one who has a bow and an axe, and the rest are armed with very simple things like short swords or staffs or what have you.
Well, I'm not slowing down.
Refresh my memory, Red Dale. Is that where we sold the griffin?
Yes, where
Oh,
everybody got
they
drunk
love
and they
us
love
there.
us. Yes.
This is fine. I'm not even worried. We know they're following us, so worst case scenario, they're not going to sneak up on us now.
You say following. I say traveling along the same pathway to the only civilization within 40 miles.
I
have to
assume if
agree
there's
with
somebody
Soren.
behind me, they're always following.
Mm.
Call me paranoid.
But it's not like
paranoid.
we're on the really, really beaten path.
Just consider it your natural instincts.
They will try to close the gap, it seems.
Damn it.
Uh-oh.
Sometimes my instincts aren't wrong.
Are we stopping or are we going?
I will slide off my horse, drawing my bow, and I'll just kind of move the horse off the road a little bit.
Let's let the talkie person do the talkie thing.
Well, are we stopping? I'm assuming I'm behind you or in front of you, so...
Well, Soren just got off his horse, so I'm assuming we're stopping.
This,
Rainer gets off his too.
this almost sounds like we should have a forest roadmap of some kind.
Yeah.
That almost sounds like you're prepared for a combat.
Or
No.
Soren could slow them down, the rest of us could keep going.
I would never.
Rita will lift
His
Big
name
off
is-
the horse, because the Clydesdale's probably,
His name is Soren, not Speed Bump.
Posthumous renames are all the rage.
So I will stand behind Big while I let her go do the talking thing. And, do that intimidating wolfing posture thing.
Let's see now. What can I find?
Yeah, I guess I would try and start with some sort of introduction rather than just jump straight into manipulation yet.
Way
Gotta keep
too
that in
big.
my back pocket for sure, though.
I was gonna say, oh my god, it's a giant.
Exactly.
So I've got the bow out, but I don't have an arrow knocked yet.
Yeah.
I'm just off my horse and waiting to use willpower.
I'm just secretly pocketing a bear clown ready to punch.
Hmm.
Oh, giant wolf.
Exactly.
Oh, guys, we're screwed. They have Magus on their team from Chrono Trigger. We are
Sound like that,
screwed.
maybe?
Thank you.
Yeah. What else? Do.
Yeah.
Oof.
No, not that close. And we had
Big. Big is missing.
yes, Big is missing. Oh, you mean I should put out Big?
Big, do you have your thing? It's on your character sheet. I had to find mine too.
No, how about I do that? A giant stump. No.
There
Like
you
so.
go.
Oh, it's giants.
That's a big celestial.
So,
Big. I'll bring out Big.
do you got it, Michaela?
It was true to size.
There's Big. All right, you can put yourselves wherever you want, of course. Let's see now. This person, no, not that one. That one. This person is kind of shouting to you, "Hi, hey, up there!" You will notice one thing that's interesting with this group. They're all men. You haven't seen too many groups yet when you've been traveling that are not mixed, gender-wise. But these are all fellows. And the one who's raising his hand, he also has a lute. You would recognize him as the one who was singing and playing. Ahoy there! We're a bit lost here.
Oh, well, we were just on our way to the next town. Be you friends or foe?
That depends on what you are.
Oh, we are friends to many and foe
Feel
to
free to
demonkind.
roll insight, anyone?
Yeah. I don't trust these guys, so I am pushing the shit out of that roll.
That's okay.
I'll take 1 point for getting more successes than him.
Okay.
Seem like quality folks to me.
As this person is coming closer, Celestial will notice that the others are readying their weapons. Their hands are going in all sorts of interesting places on robes and clothes. They are wearing very bulky clothes, to be sure.
Oh, these are not friends. They're reaching for their hidden weapons.
And
Traveling
so it
assassins.
begins. And so it begins. As you say this, let's draw cards, shall we?
Did you shuffle the deck and draw them
I'll shuffle
back
it.
all?
Boom.
Oh.
I'll recall all the cards just in case. One...
Whoops.
Oh, sorry. No, that's fine. I won't do that. We'll just deal or just take your cards. So that's fine. Since there's 5 of them and 5 of you, there's a grab 5 for myself. That's a 4. One. They were lucky with their draws. A couple of them. Not everyone, though. The fighter with chainmail and sword was not. Which may or may not be a good thing. For them.
Well, we can all guess that Soren got the 5.
Yep.
So, let's see now. This would be... Yeah, the first person there is basically just holding the action for now. Staying behind, staying back, and not advancing. The other person here would be the hunter, who does have a bow and will prepare the bow, and that's basically going to be the turn. Grab the bow, knock an arrow. Number 3, Celestial Passage.
Oh. I have to be the one to start the fight.
Somebody has to.
Someone has to, as you said.
Sorry, I couldn't move fast enough.
It's
I
really
know.
the price of being insightful, right? So,
Sometimes it is. Oh, I gotta change back to my select thing. Well, I'll trust on Frida to get up here soon, so I'll go and go after their leader.
Oh. The leader who has the number 8 there, so they're not going to do anything just yet. Does that mean that you're starting with a close combat?
I will. Well, I have to for Bear's Claw because it's arm's length.
Say again?
I have to for Bear's Claw because it's arm's length.
Right. Have you actually done the Bear's Claw yet?
No, I was about to.
Okay. Let's see what
Because
happens with
it's an automatic hit. It's just power level damage.
that. Oh, it's an automatic hit. Right. Magic. Ah, but if you do that, that allows me to do a counterspell with the person who hasn't done anything yet. Dispel.
I will throw 3 will into it, so it's 4.
Ooh, okay. I only have 2 dice for that.
No boosting, but
It also doesn't melt your brain.
yeah.
Exactly. On the other hand, I get a success with the dispel worth 2. So your spell will in fact fail, I believe. Because what's your power level? I take it down to power level 2.
Yeah. So it just does 2 damage.
Exactly. But poor Falendar also suffers a magic mishap.
Sucker.
Brains everywhere.
He
Possibly.
dies. That would be perfect. 2 damage in a dead opponent.
Possibly. Let's see now. Where's the D66 there? 45. Ouch.
Oh, that's
That's bad.
Oh, that sounds high.
It does, doesn't it?
We might just get that dead opponent.
No,
45.
it'll be bad, but it's not into the dead.
It also affects a friend or other unintended victim. A healing or helping spell affects an enemy alongside the intended target. That's not good for them. You do your damage is brought down to a 2, which is at least good for the.
But it's 2 on someone I'm hoping is Dex focused, so he's not gonna be happy.
Let's see. Is it 2 points of damage to what? Strength or Dex?
Strength.
Strength. Yeah. Okay.
I believe it's a strength.
Ah, yes. Yeah, that hurts. This person, the bard, takes that bag. Yeah, you can describe what it looks like.
Celestial Passage quickly moves past everyone. His hand trailing behind him, cradling a large claw as he lashes out with his left hand, and a massive imprint strikes the chest of the leader.
Hey man, claws are my deal.
And he staggers back with this huge gash over the chest. Not down yet, but that was not pleasant. And that's Celestial Passage. Who's next? Number 4.
Celestial
That would be...
and that Forecaster.
Yes, this person is in fact bringing out of their robes click the wrong one. Next time I'm gonna label them slightly differently. It's a symbol, and had it not been because their friend had a magic mishap, something might actually have happened to Celestial Passage, like for instance paralysis or whatever. But because of the mishap, the dispel works not just on the bear claw, but also on their friend's magic symbol. So it does nothing. Who is next? Do we have a 5 somewhere?
That'd be me.
Okay.
Alright, do I recognize that as maybe being magic user? Like, do they hold the symbol up, obviously, or something?
Yes, they're holding the symbol up very, like...
Oh, fine, I shoot him in the face.
Okay.
I will ready for free, I will aim for fast action, and I will fire for slow action.
Half of... No, what is it? Fast shooter, isn't it?
Fast shooter.
Yeah. Oh! I will use my fast action to dodge that. If I can at all. It's a move roll. Yeah, this is probably not going to work out. Nope. Goes prone. Because he's trying to duck. But you hit square in the chest. That's not good at all.
That'll be 3 damage.
Yeah. Feel free to roll a critical hit.
42. Let me see. I got a book handy.
And that's a stab wound.
Stab wound.
Oh!
Oh, right in the eye.
Yeah. Ah! Drops, falls down. The magic symbol is now rolling on the ground. Also,
You literally did shoot him in the face.
You did shoot him in the
Told you.
face. It's not a killing blow, but it's enough for him to be out.
It's great that Soren can call his shots.
Hey, it's not rocket appliances.
That was number 5. Who's number 6? That will be Renar.
Alright. Well, I'm going to go ahead and, assuming I can flint and steel light a torch,
Yeah.
and I don't know if that takes my full action, but if not, we're going to
think it's
go ahead and
probably a
do
slow
some
action.
immolation.
It's probably a slow action. Light a torch sounds a bit complicated.
Yep. Okay.
I'm not sure if it's actually listed. Slow actions. Typically, it's a skill check that it's a slow action, so maybe I'll allow it to be a fast one. Because I'm nice that way. It just sounds to me like it would take a while to strike.
It would take a while, yeah. So I'll demoliate next turn.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Okay, then it's Frida, 7.
Alright then. I'm gonna move up by Celestial Passage to their leader buddy over here. And hopefully do some damage.
Alright, hidden combinations. Only 1 card each because you have used your fast action.
Yeah. I have to do the thing.
Yeah.
Well, that's easy.
I'm gonna pick a card because. Are you ready? Here we go.
What? Stupid. There we go. Ta-da!
Alright. I'll flip my card. No surprise at all.
No surprise at all.
No surprise at all.
Alright.
None.
I'll parry that as well as I can. Now, this guy doesn't actually have a shield. You're doing a slash, I take it?
Yeah, I will be attacking with my sword.
Okay, with weapon, you're doing... Yeah, that's okay. That's normal.
That's... That's melee.
Yep, that's melee.
Plus 2 for my sword.
Yep. And this person has a broadsword.
Okay.
For the next turn, just for your information, if you do a prepare before you attack, you actually do extra damage because you have a longsword.
Oh, cool.
I'm
I can't
defending.
push an attack, can I?
You can push your attack. You just have to remove that one skull die, because, yeah. You can notice here that the fighter has done very well with a parry. So
It may not be worth pushing the
yeah,
attack.
it might not be worth pushing.
Oh, yeah, no. Not worth it. Okay, I will wait.
Excellent. You will now notice one interesting detail here. This person, when he flings up his sword and deflects yours, he has, in fact, extra arms. 2 more arms. He has 4 arms.
Oh, what the hell?
And he's using that extra arm to try to stab you with a dagger.
With the... Can I dodge it?
Yes, you can. Or parry it. No, you can't. Oh,
I
you
can't
have
parry it.
You have Path of Defend, don't you?
I do.
Yes, then you
I can parry with the willpower.
Then you can. Use your willpower and parry.
Okay. I will burn a willpower to parry.
Ooh, that was a good strike.
And that's a melee?
Yep.
Okay.
Ooh, you are being hit.
I'm gonna push that.
Feel free to. Not sure if it makes too much of a difference, to be honest. Because you take damage if you
again,
push
it's
it.
not gonna make enough of a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to take the damage that you'd get from your pushing it on top of.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I'll just take the damage.
Yeah, and that's going to be a lot of damage. That's, I think, 3 points. Daggers do 1 point,
Yeah.
right? So that's 3 points of damage. You do have your armor,
I do. I have leather armor on.
so roll the armor. You might be able to soak something up there.
Sorry, I have like too many windows and not enough screens.
I know the feeling.
Now, where is my armor?
You go
Another
down,
thing I'm looking forward
yeah.
to in the future.
It's below the skill list,
Oh, okay.
and then there's
Yep.
a button saying armor.
Oh, I see it.
Any success removes damage incoming. No.
No, I just suck tonight.
And
Oh,
that,
man.
you know what that means? It means that your armor is in fact deteriorating. It slashes through and destroys parts of that armor.
Awesome.
So,
With the end of my turn, I'm gonna call out and be like, Brainer, what the fuck has extra arms? Because this guy does.
so yeah, your armor is now, I believe, either your leather cap is destroyed or your leather jerkin is destroyed because you already had some damage to that.
Probably the jerkin, because if he's stabbing from underneath.
Yeah, exactly. Ugh. So that hurts right between the
Yeah.
ribs.
Yeah, that sucks.
Okay, that finishes your turn. And his, incidentally, because he's spent all his actions. So I can just turn it upside down like that. He was initiative 9, obviously, right? But, yeah. You can turn it upside down when you've done your thing. Yeah, he's not even a part of this anymore. Who's left? Brennar Big is left.
Yeah, I can't do a whole lot of combat per se, but I can, try and manipulate them into stop hitting us.
Or insulting them and breaking them that way.
Do I have... Willpower doesn't reset, right? So I still have some willpower from last time.
Exactly. Let's have a look at your sheet. Wait, there we go. No. I have too many things on my screen too. So, you can help a broken comrade within short range with your Path of the Hymn rank 1. And, you know what you can do with your rank 2 Path of the Hymn, Big?
Not yet.
Well, that's a number of you. That's better later on. Yeah, nobody's broken yet. Okay. Yeah, I think Sharp Tongue is probably your best bet. Break someone, make them, insult them to tears, basically.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know. The only easily insultable one is the guy with the 4 arms right now.
Fair
Hey,
enough.
forearms, nice forearms.
Well, really, yeah. I've heard of 4 bearers, but I've never heard of 4 arm bearers. I know.
Exactly. So you're trying to get them to stop fighting, I guess. So roll manipulate +1 to your skill. And yeah, that's extra success. So that's not enough to get them to stop fighting and hurt them with empathy. Unfortunately, you're screaming at the top of your lungs.
It's the fur muffling from Frida. That's what it was.
Probably. And I think that concludes...
We weren't sitting that close.
Number 8 is probably the person that Celestial Passage attacked there, yes? Yes, it is. That person will turn and... Let's see now. If that person will be able to... maybe do a... I'm thinking if they could do a healing to their friend, the wizard who got knocked out. The sorcerer, I should say. I'm just not sure that you're allowed to do healing rolls in combat. Are you allowed to do healing rolls in combat? Let's see now.
No.
Recovery.
But in order to move away from Celestial Passage, they would have to make a move roll.
Yes. I'll do that. Yeah, that's probably not going to work well at all. But...
Wow.
Ooh, or it will!
Wow.
Oh, jeez.
It did!
So apparently he has some actual circus training.
Yep.
Yes, the only one.
But that's going to be the skill roll for this turn. Won't be able to do the healing now. So we're on top of the round
recovery,
again.
Healing is a slow action.
Yeah. So that's going to happen next turn. Top of the round again. We have that first person who was... who got hit by the dispel, backfired. That person will in fact do a healing spell. And that will exhaust that person's willpower for this fight.
If it's possible, and they give us the option, we should keep one of them alive long enough to figure out why they're trying to kill us.
That was this one back here that cast the spell?
Yeah.
Oh!
Oh no! Oh, that's terrible.
Celestial Passage is on the field. You're not allowed to cast that spell.
So the spell happens, and this person is no longer, the sorcerer is no longer broken, but... Wait. Oh, instead of a hit, because I rolled a 45. That's terrible.
So instead of healing himself, he damages himself.
Yeah, pretty much. Wow. Worst healer ever. That's 3 mishaps in one fight. First, the healer gets very hungry, which doesn't matter for us right now. But that 45, a healing spell affects an enemy alongside the intended target. So not only
Please be
does
Frida.
he heal his friend,
He is Frida.
He
does
heals
heal
Frida.
Frida worth of 2 points. Congratulations, Frida.
Thanks.
You feel much
Thanks,
stronger
buddy.
now.
I'm gonna kill you when this is over, but thanks for the free heals.
Exactly. That was not so good. But at least their friend is now not,
That's
super hurt.
awesome. I enjoyed that.
That was that action. Number 2 will be this person with the sword who will notice that their friend is now back in action, actually.
A little bit better.
A little bit better. Yeah, not super good.
Won't take much to take him back out.
Exactly. I guess just try to close the distance with Celestial again. And stabby McStab. Do you have your hidden combinations? It's just 1 step, right? So
Yeah.
what could possibly happen?
Oh, everything could go wrong.
It's a mystery.
Horribly, horribly wrong. Second. I have to look at something quick.
That's
It's already proven to go wrong multiple times for the enemy, so hopefully it'll go right for us.
It's true. That's true. Yeah.
We will be fine as soon as I can bloody well hit something.
There we go.
What a surprise! What
Exactly.
a surprise!
Yep, you're completely surprised by this. I will. They will try.
I will dog.
They are not very good at this, but there is a short sword, so you never know. Also, I've been rolling well. No, that's not enough. I need to have the gear dice in there as well.
No, that's you've rolled. It's done.
I'll just add the gear dice. There we go. Yeah, it's done. It's a wild sort of.
That's fine. I'm glad I don't have to push that.
they're both just waving at each other, and I think Frida and the fighter would be amused if they were not busy with attacking each other, because it does probably look kind of pathetic.
Frida always finds slap fights hilarious.
And that is the turn for that one. Number 3 is
Me?
Celestial.
Hi.
Yeah,
How you
have
doing?
used your slow move. You have a fast
Yeah.
action.
Oh,
No, you have
jeez.
used you did a parry. That's a fast action, so you have your slow action left.
Oh, that's gonna suck for him.
Yes, probably. Because you still have your bear claw, don't you?
Yes, I do. Guess what I'm doing?
Hitting him.
I'll only spend the 1 this time, though. Ooh.
Well, that's, a hit.
Yeah.
That's 2 points of damage, right?
Yep.
So you can feel free to roll a critical injury on him as well as the mishap.
Well, him first, I guess.
Oh, good.
Thank
That's
God.
a good thing you said that.
Yeah!
So, someone witnesses your magic and tells others. Your reputation increases 1 step. That's your mishap.
I'll tell everybody.
That's your mishap.
That right paw.
And the slash is slit throat. a fountain of blood opens up. You are splattered all over by arterial spray as this guy just goes down.
Oh, two completely diametrically opposed results on that check.
That was awesome, by the way.
And
That
as
was great.
The good
As
thing
this
those
guy
were not
does-
in the opposite order.
and
Yeah.
this is a good
Yeah.
thing because, of course, yeah.
Demon appears. Uh-oh.
No, but out of the cloth of this person falls out tentacles.
Oh,
Ryder, what is that?
You're the Demon Slayer! Get it together!
I'm the demon slayer. He's the lore master.
Save
you
it for
don't.
the fishmonger.
Are you
I
going
have
to
the deal.
discuss this? Number 4. That would be their other sorcerer who's now up again. Let's have a
I'm
look.
missing an eye. Haha.
Minus an eye. Yeah. Aha. We will use ourselves of. Pulls out another symbol. And directs it to Celestial Passage, who's obviously a fearsome opponent. And let's see now. That would be.
You get one extra step of training, guys. I swear, you get one extra step of training.
Ah. There we go. Let's see now. Power level 2. Yep. That's,
Dispelling it.
Yep. Okay, Brenner is dispelling it. Otherwise, Brenner will Celestial Passer would lose his next slow action because he is paralyzed.
So just to confirm on the dispel, since there's 2 successes, I need to get 2 or better, or at least 1 success.
2.
Okay. So I'm gonna put 3 willpower into it.
Oh,
Whoa.
that's a bit dangerous.
All right, fine. 2.
You
mean,
are
that's
a
still 3
half
dice,
elf.
then.
That works.
So you only put 1 actually into it because of our talent.
Yeah, so that was technically 3 with their talent.
Well, the talent you roll an extra. So the talent
Oh,
needs
so
to
I
roll an
only
extra
burn
die,
1 willpower.
Yeah.
but you just
yeah,
don't
yeah.
lose the extra willpower.
Cool. Nice.
It counts as 3, even though you spend only 2, right? So you do roll a die for that, as far as I understand it.
Yeah.
Don't you? Do you?
Yeah, that's what I'd always seen.
Yeah.
It's still willpower technically.
So this
That's why I
would.
was like, oh, you only spent the 1 then. It's okay. It's fine.
Yeah.
So, yeah, exactly.
Only spent the 1.
Exactly. You
Okay.
spent the 1. Exactly. That's how I
Yeah.
calculated that. Okay, and that works. It dispels the effect. So Celestial can in fact move. 5 then.
Just one quick thing. If I remember correctly from when I was playing Marita, if you use the right ingredient, you get a bonus power level, but it uses up the ingredient.
This is true. Are you using your item fillings?
Nope.
Nope. That's fine.
Nope.
Okay.
I'm going to use my. It's a fast action to move within the same zone, right?
Yep.
All right. So I'm just gonna duck into these trees here, try to get a little bit of cover,
Yep.
and then I'm gonna shoot the chainmail guy.
Sounds good to me. Or not so good to him. Of course, chainmail only does 3 armor against an arrow. Ooh, that's a hit. Not a brilliant hit, but a hit nonetheless.
Actually, I am going to push that because I want to see if I can stack some damage on him. Shit.
You could not.
Right. But I will spend one of those willpower I just got to ignore all of his armor.
Okay then. That means that you hit. Because, of course, you do have Path of the Arrow. That's 1 point of damage. No, not 5 points of damage. He winces as you can see the arrow. It's probably stuck in his gambeson, sort of dangling a little bit there. Number 6 is Brennar, who has used his slow action to do a dispel. You do have a fast action.
Slow is actually a power word, or dispel's actually a power word, so it's a fast.
Oh, so you
I had to
have
look that
a
one
slow
up.
action then.
So my torch is going to hopefully boil some blood,
Ah!
and yeah, I'm kind of pissed off at that sorcerer all the way in the back.
The sorcerer will do a dispel with their final willpower.
Excellent.
We have magic duel for the first time.
Yeah, it's
It'll
great.
happen sooner or later. Oh, really? That's the 4th mishap I rolled tonight. Ah! It's horrible. I roll as well as I always
You'd
do.
be able to ask them to have someone that'll help you. Yeah.
Ooh, Brenner
dear.
overcharged.
Oh dear. I
So
have to roll
mishap table, right?
mental trauma.
No, not for an overcharge.
Oh, overcharge is just bonus power level.
Yeah. No,
Oh,
the overcharge
excellent.
helps you. I have to do a
Sword's
critical
good,
injury
spell's
mental
bad.
trauma for this guy. Critical injuries horror. Wow. Ah!
Oh,
Mental trauma. Is that the same as horror? I think it's
I don't gotta do nothing between the magic and these guys just screwing up. They're gonna kill themselves.
pretty much.
Your presence enough is terrifying. Anyway, it's helping.
Obviously.
Delusion. You're totally convinced something that is totally untrue. For example, a certain kin doesn't exist. Okay.
I'm a horrible demonic monster and you're gonna shit your pants and run away.
Pretty much.
It's supposed to be a delusion, not the truth.
Yeah, that's not great. You hear him mumble, but then you do immolate, which is how many points of damage?
So technically, 2
Right.
successes.
2 successes. Well, it does. Holy
Does the
Priest
overcharge?
Dispel does work, right? No, it's 3 point. It's you get an extra point in your power level, so you put down 2
3.
dice.
Yep.
You do have your open flame, so that's 3 power level, which means 4 power level with a 6. Minus 2 for the dispel, which brings us to 2 points of damage, which is incidentally all this person had left. Ouch. Down we go again.
Yay!
Oh,
Horrible
and he's got,
screaming.
and he keeps burning too.
Yes, he does.
Mm,
If
nothing
no
smells
one
better
picks
than
up-
charcoal.
Screams in pain. And as he does and rolls on the floor, you will notice that this person too has tentacles that are just flailing around in the flames. And that was number, what, 7? 6.
6.
So we are at 7, which is
My
who?
turn.
Ah, yes. I guess we do a full heading combination now because you are before your opponent.
Yep.
Gotta do that one and that one.
I think. Cool. Yep, I'm gonna do. So. That one, and then. That one. Okay.
Alright, I'll flip my first. There we go. Flip. And
Flip.
flip.
And flip. So I've got double up, so I'm attacking twice.
Double up you can only do with fast actions, I believe.
Really?
You know.
It just says from the same category.
Right. If I recall correctly, you can only do it with fast actions.
Oh, I didn't know.
No, that's fine. You will not be faulted for that. I'm just gonna double check.
Okay.
So I'm sure.
Because it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't specifically say on the card.
No, on the card it doesn't, and it usually does. But I do recall, because you can only do one slow action per turn, right?
Yeah.
So.
Which is why I thought the card was there.
Yeah. Let's see now. I'll just quickly check that. Where did that go? Anyone have that quickly available? Yeah, no, that's fine.
Yeah.
Combinations. There. Double up.
Sorry.
Doesn't really say here, but I think it's double up, which you use if to perform 2 actions of the same card during the single round. Yeah, but that should be only fast actions. But it won't really matter because you can use, or it will because it won't be 2 attacks, right? So
no,
it's going to be an attack and a fast action of some kind.
So I will attack, and then he's attacking, so I guess I'll parry?
Yeah, exactly. All right. I will defend.
So I still roll my attack, right?
Yes, you do.
Okay. So let's roll that. Make sure I put my sword in there. So there's my attack.
Eek. That's my defense. That didn't work as well this time.
No, I still get 1 through.
You do. That does how much damage? 2?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
And now I parry, which is another...
Well, I'm gonna see how much damage actually goes through, because armor.
Yep.
So 1 point of damage goes through.
One's better than nothing.
Yep. The blades are clinging against each other, and you do manage to find a bit of it. Smack him over the arm. Probably gives him a good bruise there.
Actually, my willpower, my path of the blade, path of the fighter. Can I burn a willpower to find his weaknesses to get an extra die for next turn?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I will do that.
I believe with Path of the Blade, you can also burn a willpower to make sure that his armor offers no protection against the attack.
Oh, can I? I will do that then instead.
Ow!
That's it's the same as my arrow one.
Okay, well then yeah, I will burn a willpower to negate his armor.
Yep, you're looking for that gap under his arm. Slashing there. That's gonna hurt. He will try to attack right back. Though he is running out of strength dice. Let's see now.
And then I'll let him roll. Yeah, I'm gonna parry with my last willpower.
Okay. Well, you don't need the willpower to parry now, because that's a fast action. You haven't used your fast action.
Oh, okay. I will just do it then.
Yeah. You do get
And
an
I
extra
do.
parry. Yes, you do. Clang, clang. This is a furious sword battle there. Nobody really... You're slowly getting the edge. But no sort of finishing off... finishing
Thanks
him
to
off yet.
that training with the king before I left.
It does, and it does help you a lot, because I'm going to burn one of his willpowers to attack you again with a sword, because he can do that. He also has Path of the Blade, and he still does have his extra arms, so he will attack you also with the dagger.
So this is where I would burn the willpower to parry,
Yes.
correct? Okay.
That's a good hit. That's a very good hit.
Not good enough?
Not
No,
quite.
it is good enough. He got more successes than I did.
He did. So he has an extra success, and the weapon does 2 points of damage. So that's 3 points of damage to you.
Yeah. So, my parry, I got 1 success. So it's still 3 points?
Yeah.
Okay.
Otherwise, it would have been 4.
Ooh. Wow.
Yeah.
That sucks.
So you now have taken 3 points of damage.
Yep. So 4 total.
Yeah. And
Where
he
am
will
I
try to stab you with that knife as well,
Which I can't do anything about now.
which you can't do anything about. On the other hand, you know, you've weakened him. I mean, he only has the 2 strength points left. And he misses.
Thank heavens, because otherwise I'm going down.
You're still standing. It's
Yep.
This is an
But
opponent.
one more point of strength damage and I'm not.
This is a formidable opponent, clearly.
Yeah.
Right, so I haven't done this one, the number 2 here. That's silly of me. He should take a shot. Why not at Soren? Because Soren has been annoying. Shooting his friend like that. Right? You agree, right? Don't you, Soren?
Oh, he's next.
Well, he hits you.
Alright. Did he get the -1 for the range?
No, I didn't. I'll re-roll for that.
I am at short range.
Indeed. Boom. Well, that's a hit.
I don't have any actions left, so...
It's the same, so it's 2 points of damage on you.
Does cover give me extra soak?
Possibly.
It,
Yes.
It gives armor rating.
It does give armor rating.
Perfect.
So you would have like a tree trunk or something, I guess?
Yeah, I specifically moved into the
Yeah.
trees.
So roll 5 armor dice.
Counting my armor?
Yeah, that's
the
first
tree
your
trunk gives you 5.
cover and then your armor.
Oh, gotcha. Okay,
So
so
first 5 and then your armor.
alrighty.
Ooh,
Does not help me at all.
that didn't. It missed the tree clearly.
No, he shot through the bowl in the tree.
Yeah. So your leather armor, that helps. So that means that you take 1 point of damage.
I think I take 2, actually.
No, I had an extra success. This weapon does 1 point of base,
Oh, right.
plus 1, so it's 2. Minus 1 for your armor is 1 damage.
Excellent. Okay, got it.
That means that we are done with the turn. No, we're not. Big, your turn. You're last as always, but not least.
I'm pretty small, so I can understand getting overlooked. But I'm going to attempt, same as before, this time I'll actually remember to do the +1. And use a point of willpower to insult the enemies into submission, I suppose.
You stop this right now.
Basically, yeah. I'm going to scold them. I've been paying attention to Frida, using my best mom voice.
Point of
You stop that right now!
You don't use willpower for sharp tongue, though.
Oh, well then I won't need to use willpower.
What you can do, because we have several people who have been hurt here, what you can do if you want to help them is that you can use Path of the Hymn and sing a song and spend 2 willpower points, that's for Frida and Soren, to recover a point of damage to an attribute that you decide. So if you spend 2 willpower points, you give them a point of strength back each. With Path of the Hymn, level 2.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good. But right now, what are they wounded on?
Yeah, they have taken strength points damage. So if you give them, you can give them 1 point back each. You're singing a beautiful, inspiring song for them. That costs you 2 willpower points. Oh, you don't have to roll for that.
But
That's
it's a good
automatic.
performance to go with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So amongst all the clattering and clanging, we hear this like very soft, melodious halfling voice.
Yes.
Throw up my flute and just start going at her. That's how you do a battle. You need battle
band.
music.
Yeah.
Remember what you fight for and things like that. I
Going
suppose.
at her with your flute.
Top of the round then. They are not going down as easily as some other enemies you've had. And of course, initiative helps. But on the other hand, there's only 3 of them left now. And one of them is hurt.
And one of them's out of willpower.
Yes. This is a problem for the one of them who's out of willpower. What do I do with that person? Not that one. That one. What do I do? What do I
Honorable
do?
seppuku.
Attack or run away? I don't even know.
There is no escape.
I have to decide. I think I'm gonna try to run away, to be honest. It seems like the only thing left now that things are going poorly for them.
It's totally how they get the Celestials bear paw story.
That didn't work. Tries to move away, will not be able to exit the area, gets stuck in the forest maybe? I don't know.
I was gonna say, if you got actual movement, I was just gonna cast Deer's Dash and be like, where you going?
Number 2 here will has knocked another arrow last turn and will shoot it. The question is on who? Well, Celestial does seem to be the big problem right now. So because
I know not what you speak of.
you have killed someone.
I'm not gonna lie. As the fighter in the tank, I'm a little insulted.
I know not what you speak of.
You're
Just a
kind of
little.
scary too, but you're kind of harder to hit because you're behind the other guy. That's a hit.
Oh,
Oof.
You can dodge it.
Yeah.
I
Throwing
would take it
yourself
for
prone
you,
on
but
the
I don't
ground.
have a willpower to parry that for. I don't think I can because it's an arrow.
Exactly. Move roll,
Yeah.
but you go prone if you do it, which might be worth it. Or not.
Oh well.
Yeah.
I do at least have some armor.
Yes. Roll the armor. How much strength do you have, Celestial?
I have 3. Or 2. I have 2. So I'm glad I have armor.
Yeah. Let's hope it works.
Since that seems to be the one thing I did not actually completely set, I have to just do equipment roll.
It does work. You soak 1 point. You have.
Ooh.
You do take 2
I'm at
points
0.
of damage. So you're broken. Eeh.
Yeah, but I'm not dying.
It is a critical injury because you're broken. So I will have to roll
Good luck.
a critical injury.
I do dislike how broken is at 0 in this compared to all the other games where you have to go below it.
Well, good news is 16 is
hungry.
not going to kill you. That's the good news.
Yeah.
It's a stab wound. 16 skewered foot.
Ow.
To run becomes a slow action. It's going to take a d6 days to heal this. It's definitely not lethal.
Oh.
This is why we have horses.
Yes.
I feel like Soren now. Boo.
that's right.
Celestial is down for the moment. He falls with a arrow in his foot and just lies down and screams in the top of his lungs with that arrow penetrating the foot. So that's the I think I'm gonna save the quick action in case someone, shoots at me. 3, who's that?
That was me.
That was you. 4 is dead. 5, or is burning dead. Yeah. 5 is...
5. Free action to load, fast action aim, and
Mikael,
Yep.
does his bow work really well at basically arm's length range? Or near?
This would be
Or was there a penalty?
near. This is near range, I would say. It's not.
Yeah,
arm's
but I'm
length.
just wondering if you actually, penalized for range if there
Is
was
that-
a penalty.
I don't think there's penalty for near range. Nope.
there's penalties for arm's length, short, and long. That's why I took
Okay.
the sharpshooter.
This is the ideal range for a bow, really.
Yeah.
Not my nose.
But yeah, so I am going to fast action to aim and then shoot him.
Yep. Go ahead. You hit. I guess I should
Barely.
duck. I have some armor. Let's see if it works. It does not. The armor deteriorates. And I take 1 point of damage. Ugh. Next, that was 5, 6 is Brennar again.
Okay, so
You've toasted the
Raynar.
sorcerer.
Yep, Raynar is actually going to take his move within arm's length of Frida, and then using his slow action, he is casting Blood Bond with Frida.
Ooh. And
What's
that's
that
gonna
do?
help. Yeah.
Allows me to transfer energy from one being to another. In other words, I'm giving you strength points back.
Cool. Thank you.
You're reaching into those nefarious sorceress powers of yours.
Yep.
Frida will happily accept.
Defend my kin at any cost.
How many points?
Scum.
Shush you. How many points back?
To be determined. Let me roll.
Well, it would be at least 2.
Raynar accidentally
Or
kills
one,
himself,
or
giving
something.
you all his strength.
Exactly. Be careful now, Brennar. Ooh, supercharged. Yeah, that's 3 points of strength back to Frida.
Frida's fully healed.
Ouch. Oh, this is gonna
So this other buddy's screwed.
hurt.
And Brainerd's at 1 strength.
Yes. Ouch. Okay. That was 6. 7 is who? Is that Frida? Yes, it's Frida.
Me.
Okay. I'll have to pick my cards up again. I guess you're gonna...
I
do
am
nasty
so going to
things.
attack this guy because I'm feeling great now.
Yeah, you are, aren't you? Yeah. What
Oh,
can I
no,
do?
that's not what I want. What's that one do?
The guy isn't down yet.
So I want... Wait, I want this one. And this one, I guess, because I can't
You do
two
have...
at
Yeah,
once.
I mean... When you do a prepare action before you do an attack action, you do 1 point of extra damage because of your longsword.
Okay.
Not saying that you should, but... Just a little perk there.
Well then... Let's do this then. Okay,
Okay. I'll flip,
so...
flip.
Haha!
Aha! Okay.
Haha!
Exactly. You are the first one to do, so you prepare. He's
Yep.
defending, so he's kind of standing there in the guard. And then your attack comes, which means that I do get to roll the defense, but you'll spoil the attack for me if you cause any damage.
Cool. Yep. So is the +1, it's a skill bonus?
No,
Or
it's
a
a
gear
damage
bonus?
It goes straight into the damage,
Oh, okay.
if I recall correctly.
Shit.
So I'm gonna roll that defense.
Gear. Roll. Screw that. I'm pushing that.
Mm-hmm.
I got another one.
I do have a success.
Okay. Just a sec. I gotta move a dice tune.
Yeah.
There we go. Haha!
You
So do
roll-
I.
Well, oh, that doesn't matter too much. Yeah, that means cling basically. You're both.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're hitting his sword and nothing much. But that does mean that you're. No, you didn't cause the damage though, did you? So he gets to attack.
You got willpower back.
Yeah, I did. And I get to parry.
Mm-hmm. That's a hit.
No, it's not.
It's not. Definitely not. And the final chance here to hit because he has those extra arms.
And I'll use a willpower to parry again.
You don't have to because he missed. You're standing there against this guy with the chainmail and those 4 arms, and he's just swinging at you with a broadsword, and you're the echoes of metal against metal as the two of you are involved in that furious melee. Can't
And at
seem
the
to get
end
through
of
each
my
other.
turn,
And
I
he's,
will
trying to
roar
stab you.
into his face. Give up now.
Rust never fails.
Well, that explains that now, doesn't it? Guess that's the end of my turn.
Yep, it is the end of his as well. We have who's left? Big again.
Yep. really want to like improve Josh's strength, but I also want to make an oxidization insult. Oxidization. I can't speak.
You should.
So I should probably heal Josh's character.
You could
Or
also
you
could also get Celestial Passage up.
Celestial from Broken.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're broken.
Yeah.
I have
Do you have enough
one-
willpower to do both?
I have 1 willpower, so I can kind of do something.
Yeah. That means that you manage to recover 1 point of the broken attribute for Celestial. If you choose to do that.
Yeah. Oh, obviously, I'm not gonna leave them, lying comatose
You never know.
this time. Although,
A beautiful song reaches your ears, Celestial.
Oh, good. Music. And it's not the chimes of the Celestials.
It soothes your pain.
Song's so good you stop bitching about your foot and get your head back in the battle.
Exactly. Which means that we are on top of the turn again. And this guy was trying to get out of there. Failed miserably last time. What do I do? I'll do the same thing. This time, he gets away. Whee! Bravely ran away. You were more formidable than they had expected. Number 2
Brave
is this guy
survivor.
who will be able to shoot again.
If he's a Rust brother, as soon as he gets back to his encampment, they're probably going to kill him for running away, so...
That can happen. I guess I'll shoot. Who should I shoot? Should I shoot? I probably should shoot Soren. Soren is a bigger problem right now. Celestial is so hurt. Can't hurt anyone, right? Except
Yeah,
magic.
no.
Magic is
No.
bad. Magic is bad, isn't it?
Yeah, but I've used so much.
I'll shoot Soren. Seems more reasonable. I'll remove 1 die for range. And that's a hit. But only 1.
still have nothing to dodge with, so.
You do have the tree trunk.
You have the trees. Maybe they will save me this time.
And they do!
They do!
The arrow
Oh.
comes flying and poof! Deflected by a trunk.
I realized that I had forgotten to mark off the arrows that I had fired.
Fair enough.
Or roll for them, I guess.
And then we have, that was number 2. Number 3 is Celestial?
That's me.
Yes.
But I have to get up.
Yes, you do have to stand up. That's a fast action.
I guess.
Poor warrior is now alone. Against
What,
a
the
bear
archer
paw,
gone, is he?
possibly.
What, is that archer gone?
Nope, the archer is still there.
Yeah, that archer just took a shot at Soren.
And I suppose I can't get up and attack him, can I?
No, you can get up to the archer, but not attack, because that would be 2 fast actions: standing up and moving.
Be thankful I picked you up at all. Come on.
Now I'll get up and cower mightily for the nonce.
All right. 4 or 5. That's Soren again.
Hey, I will take the arrow out of the tree.
And shoot it
And
right
then-
back.
No, actually, I think the fighter's a bigger threat. Because if I can drop him, then Frida can eat the archer.
Probably, yeah.
So I am going to aim and fire at the fighter.
Fair enough. Ooh, that's a hit.
I will spend a willpower to ignore his armor.
That should be enough. It is indeed. Feel free to roll a critical injury. 12 is not gonna kill someone necessarily.
That's okay, I want him alive anyway. I want to question him.
Stab with pierced ear. Ooh.
Ooh!
You shoot inside the helmet. It is in fact an open helmet. So it's kind of stuck there between the actual helmet and the head, and he goes down. Ugh! Cursing as he goes.
Then I'll yell back, "That's how you shoot somebody."
Number 6 is Renar. Who is
So
hurt.
the body all the way at the back, is that considered enough of a fire still that I can consider an open flame?
It's burning from the inside, technically.
Okay. Alright, well, you know what? I'm kind of sick of this archer. I'm going to also mobulate this one too. So, let's see here.
I appreciate you cooking my meals for me.
Frida, this is gross. I mean, yes, they are cooked.
Yeah, let's just go with... Yeah, sure. Safe than sorry.
Oh, okay. That's 3 points of damage. Immolation. And yeah, down he goes, screaming in pain as there's smoke coming out of his mouth and nose, and his skin turns purple and then crackles from the heat inside. Yeah.
Scorched. Nice.
Now there's only one left.
Speed Demon Worshippers.
And look, it's my turn.
It is.
So all that's left is the fighter, and he's broken, correct?
Oh yes, he is broken. Didn't you? Yeah, you broke him, didn't you?
Soren broke him.
Yeah,
Yep,
then
I
nobody's
shot him
left.
in the ear.
Everyone is gone.
So I am
all
going over
down.
to the fighter, who is the only one left alive,
Yeah.
and I'm going to intimidate him to telling me everything.
Okay,
one
then.
quick question: the guy that ran, how far away is he?
Oh, he would have been able to exit the area, but I mean, if you want to take up the chase, you will notice they also had horses, so he's riding away.
I'm just curious if he's still within 4 zones or not.
I'll give you a shot at long range.
All right.
Technically, I shouldn't because move, but I'll give you that.
Well,
But technically, you couldn't mount up while also withdrawing.
Yeah.
Do you want to roll before I do, Chris?
Yeah, I just gotta look up what the range modifier is for
I
extreme.
think it's
Okay.
-2. You have a longbow, don't you? So.
Distant is -3.
No, this was long, see, so -2.
Long is -2. I actually have no penalty at long.
Oh, you don't? Haha, because you're a sharpshooter too, right?
Yep.
Excellent for you. Not so good for him.
But I will aim. I will judge the wind. He's gone.
So's that arrow.
I'm going to use my fearsome talent to roll my might instead of my manipulation,
Yeah.
and make this guy spill his guts. Basically, I want to know who sent him, why he's here, and how the Rust Brothers know who we are.
And he can't resist that when you are as scary as that. I was sent. He's lying there and staring at you.
Big, come play nice cop for me.
Oh, the ruby, just the ruby. We're here
Why
for
do you want the ruby?
It's important. It's important for the masters.
How important?
I don't know. They didn't tell us that. Just get it. Get the ruby.
What makes you think we have it?
The prophet says so.
Who's the prophet and where is he?
The prophet. Citera, the prophet.
Oh.
No one can escape the prophet for long.
I don't need to escape, I just need to kill every one of you fuckers that comes near me.
Sight versus sight. This should be an interesting day.
The prophet is immortal.
And I'm a motherfucking demon slayer.
You can see those extra 2 arms writhing in pain just as the rest
How'd
of
you
them
get those, by the way?
We are chosen. Chosen by Rust.
Hey, Brainer, you want some pieces?
Always. So I'm going to, well, anybody want any more information before Brainerd decides to do it?
Oh, you're muted.
Josh, you're muted.
Yep. Anybody else want any further information from this before Brainerd disposes of demons?
I should probably, keep his armor for Freya. Or Frida.
Either one works.
It is a chainmail, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, it's not quite fitted for an 8-foot,
Mm-hmm.
wolfkin.
So, we have a talented
blacksmith.
craftsperson.
Yeah, hi, Bernard.
Yeah, fun
You
with
just
that.
need a smithy. But of course, there is one in Reddale, so
Mm-hmm.
almost like you thought of that.
So, GM, remind me again, coup de grace.
Yeah, coup de grace. Which you don't actually have cold-blooded, do you?
Your turn
Not
or
yet.
my turn? Is it your turn or my turn?
I don't know. You go ahead.
Let's see who fails their empathy roll.
There we go.
So, Yeah, who rolls the empathy roll? So there is
Who
an
rolls the
intelligent
worst
being.
empathy?
You have to fail the empathy roll, and even if you do fail it, even if the roll fails, you must spend 1 willpower point and suffer 1 point of damage to empathy.
I failed my empathy roll,
Are you
I do
spending a
not.
willpower?
and I will spend the willpower.
Okay.
And Frida will literally just stomp his head in.
The final whisper from his lips is, "Rust will take me."
Rotten hell, motherfucker.
That's what he wanted. Didn't you hear him? Like, hello.
Frida's got no patience for the Rust brothers.
Brief search through their belongings will show you that they all have rusted pieces of metal on necklaces that
Yeah.
they have hidden under their clothes.
Those
Anything
fools.
else of use on them?
Aside from their weapons and things.
Yeah.
Let's see now. So, one of them got
Yes.
away, but let's see. You will notice that the hunter, when you're turning over that scorched body that is left, does in fact have eyes in the back of his neck, staring at you when you turn the body over and search him.
Oh, I'm surprised it didn't pop in that fire.
Well, they might have, but the
I
eye
don't know, we've
sockets
seen
were
a
there.
lot of creepy shit, but this is some creepy shit.
My parents were actually right. They do have eyes in the back of their heads.
Yes.
Hold on.
Yes!
Rainer's going around and picking up the rust symbols.
As iron filings.
As possible sneaking into Rust Brother encampments later, because I'm a sorcerer.
Hmm.
Never know
And the
when we need
Wolfkin
that
makes
stealth.
a good prisoner. Because there's no way in hell I can sneak into a Rust Brothers encampment.
This is
Ah,
true.
you can. There's tricks.
You are a demon
Dig
spawn. How
underneath
would they ever want to let you in?
Maybe a cannon fodder or a science experiment.
Hmm.
Personal amusement.
That too.
I'll take a look around, see if I can find their horses.
Yeah, you can. That's going to be very easy. Just to show you what the glyph looks like, it's the one to the left there.
Yeah.
They do have it. All of them.
I will actually start just dragging the bodies off the road.
Do they have anything that we can use?
They have food supplies. They have water. They have
Arrows.
arrows.
Weaponry.
Yes.
Armor.
Well, not that much in terms of weaponry, to be honest. I mean, the things that they attacked you with. But aside
Broken
from that,
loot. Definitely a broken loot.
yes, definitely a broken loot.
I will take the fighter's extra sword. His broadsword.
Yep. The minstrel had a short sword.
Might take that.
There you go.
The sorcerer had dagger, basically.
So did the fighter. He kept stabbing me with it.
Yes, he had an extra dagger that he used with his extra arms.
Does anybody want this? It's too small for my claws.
And the hunter had a battle axe as well as the longbow.
I'll take the dagger and stick it in.
Also, the hunter also
horse.
has a studded leather armor, studded leather jerkin.
I'll take the longbow because I'll work on archery.
And the fighter, who was quite formidable, as you noticed, had the broadsword and the chainmail and an open helmet.
I will take all of that and get Brainerd to refit it for me.
Very good.
Perfect.
Jess, you should take the cards back into your deck as well.
Did the fighter have a shield as well?
No, he did not.
Okay. Yeah, if we can get that armor to fit Frida, that would be perfect.
See what I can do when we get the red deal.
Yeah. So it seems that you survived your meeting with these, though it was taxing.
Not gonna lie, if it wasn't for Big and Brainerd, Frida would never have made it.
Yeah, those extra songs from Big really did make a difference.
Yeah. If Celestial Passage needs, I'll give him a hand getting up into his horse. I know how bad it can be with a foot injury.
I'll accept some help. I'm not too proud.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, how's Brainerd feeling? Does he need any help? He took some strike damage from me, so.
No, and this is actually probably a little weird because Raynar, even though he's old, he's pretty spry. Obviously, he's doing the smithing and stuff. You actually see his elderliness now coming into play because he's basically drained of his strength. So he's a little more frail getting on top of the horse.
He looks his age.
Literally.
Wrinkles and gray hair and all.
Soren's a little clumsier than usual as he comes out of the woods.
I guess you can take the 4 horses that remains. They're all not a bad thing to have riding horses.
Add them to leads to the back of our horses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, guys, if you need somebody to ride these horses back to town where we were, where it was kind of safe, I can do that. I can walk them all the way to town. It's fine. I got you guys covered.
We're like halfway to the other town.
Yeah, you are. You'll be there by noon.
If Soren
Red Dale.
didn't have the ability to help guide them, I could coax them to just come along with us anyway.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're riding horses, so they're docile anyway. But
Yeah.
maybe we can sell them when we get to Red Dale.
Yep.
But at least now you know that you're not the only ones looking for rubies.
Well, that one guy did get away as well, but I'm sure he's going to tell everybody just how awesome it was watching his buddy get his throat slit there.
Your paws.
Not to mention the 2 guys that got lit on fire.
But yes, indeed, Celestial Passage will get an extra point of reputation after this.
Woo!
So we now know the Rust Brothers are officially actually after us instead of just being annoying.
Is it normal for them to have extra arms and tentacles?
Not that I know of.
Lore check.
I'll take that.
Just think
I
about
thought
that
they were
statement for a few
purists.
minutes. Like, how often do you see somebody with extra limbs walking around? Not terribly often.
I thought their whole thing was they were purists.
No. If anything, they willingly work with demonic powers to control the world.
Yet I'm demon spawned and not worthy.
To be fair, and I'll glance down at your tail, you do have extra limbs.
So yeah, so to answer your
Tails don't
question,
count.
they do definitely fuse themselves with demonic substance. And I wouldn't be surprised if, heaven forbid, I probably could even learn that, but not anytime soon.
How about no?
Octo Wolf would be pretty fun though. Just say it.
these off the road and put the fires out so they don't burn any further, we should probably head to Red Dale.
I agree. And maybe send a messenger back to, fuck, what was the queen's name again?
Soria.
Soria.
Yeah.
Yes, send a messenger back to Soria, letting her know that the Rust brothers are onto us and they have some prophet. What do we know about this prophet guy?
I think he sees the future.
You can see the future.
Celestial, isn't that your whole deal?
Yeah, that's a deal.
So what do you know about this prophet dude, other than he's immortal and working for the Rust brothers?
Remember those conversations about powerful entities and sorcerers and sorceresses?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the prophet's a sorceress, so have fun.
Oh, good.
This is fine. We got this.
Exactly. It's not that big a deal.
It wouldn't be the first time you've heard the name Zutra mentioned.
No.
It wouldn't be the first time we killed somebody who wasn't supposed to be able to be killed.
Exactly.
Alrighty, so I will make a find the path roll to lead us to Red Dale.
Indeed.
Huh.
You lost, Soren?
It's over there.
I thought we just had to follow the river.
Give me a sec here.
You need a nap?
Too many shots.
I'm good. I will use my pride because I can easily ensure my friend's safety in the wilderness.
Clearly. Really?
Wow.
Or not.
Wow. You chose a really shaky pride there.
That's the second time that happens.
Yeah. Alrighty then.
Alrighty.
I will instead spend a willpower
Okay.
because of my path of the forest.
You
I
have indeed.
generally can ensure my friends are semi-okay in woodlands.
Sometimes.
When the moon is high.
You get to Red Dale.
Yeah. But like, maybe that's it. I'm like, I just don't want to go to another town again.
I have to lead you to a town again? Yeah.
So I will spend the willpower.
I mean, I'm not even sure if you're going to stay in Red Dale, but you might, given how banged up some of you have become.
Yeah, I think we all need a nap.
It's just a little chest wound. It's still good.
Exactly. Hurt and wounded.
My poor foot.
In so many ways.
My poor foot. I didn't even shove it up someone's
Frida,
arse.
who didn't even get a scratch from a griffin.
Yeah.
Almost
got broken.
Yeah. Almost.
Like I said, if
broken
it were
from
not
Rust
for
Brothers.
Big and Brainar and the enemy accidentally healing me.
Just the sheer shock of people with, tentacles and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It was. I get it. It's cool.
Rita's not into tentacles, man. It's not a thing that she enjoys.
Now, Jess, on the other hand. I'm
Well,
kidding.
when we get to Red Dale, though, we should see about selling the extra horses.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Rainer's gonna try and talk to the local pub to see if basically we can find any type of orcs here nearby.
Possibly refit that armor too.
Anytime. There's lots of orcs in Red Dale. A lot of them live there.
I will
don't have any
specifically be
difficulty.
looking for a female one.
Oh,
That's what she told us to look for.
yes, you did.
Yes.
Ah, yes. Well, now that you mention it, there is a woman who
Now
Celestial
that you know
Passage.
what to look for.
Yes, exactly. Might have met before. Who you can talk to?
Okay.
Yeah, that one over there, guaranteed agent.
Big, help me. Help me, social.
I'm kind of having fun watching you flounder around.
Magikarp.
We have a message for the Empress.
Oh, you do indeed.
Yes.
I will be happy to send it to you for you. She will invite you in and be a bit secluded away from the others, so you can talk freely.
I show her the paper, basically the one that's got our passage through her lands or whatever.
Yes. Yeah, she'll recognize the seal, and she'll accept that you are working for Soria. And that's why she's ushering you into her little shed. So,
So I
because
tell her
clearly she will say very loudly, "Yes, I have many herbs to sell.
Yes.
Why don't you have a look at my stock?"
Excellent.
And inside her little hut, you will in fact meet Mog.
Oh, great.
No, because she's been shadowing us.
Yeah, that's fine.
I hate Mog.
She's looking at you and saying, "Aren't you a bit late?"
We ran into some problems on the road.
I see. I will join you then.
We need to send a message back first.
My colleague can help you with that.
Okay. And I will write a letter, I guess, detailing the fight and what the Rust brothers told me.
Okay.
And seal it.
You even hold a pen with that?
Yes, I can. Just because she's a wolf doesn't make her illiterate.
There's a difference between being illiterate and being able to pick up a pen.
Fisher Bard doesn't.
And is mightier than the sword.
So I will write a letter, seal it, and have her take it back to the Empress.
Very good.
With the details of the fight and what we got out of the injured Rust brother. Letting her know one of them lived, but the rest have perished. One of them got away.
Very good. She will take the message and get it sent away this very day. It will reach the Eye of the Rose by evening.
Now we can go repair stuff.
Yes.
We checked in with the NPC, did our due diligence.
Exactly. So you are going to the tavern, etc., etc. The third wheel.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, ideally, let's see if we can find a buyer for the horses first, so we have some money.
They are happy to
Yeah.
see
Go to
you.
the stables then?
How about the unstables?
There are. I'm sure you can find someone to barter with. How many horses would you want to sell?
How many extra ones do we have?
4.5?
Yeah, 4.
If we can sell all 4, that would be awesome.
I think you can.
And then we're
There's
gonna
always
use all that
use
money
for
buying new
horses
travel.
in an area like this. Where do I have the list of trade goods? Riding horse. Nope.
Carry that
There's.
horse in.
There we go. Riding horse. That's 2 gold per horse, actually. It's a good, tidy sum.
Wow.
How much can we get the full 2 gold each for them?
We let Big sell them.
Exactly. How about big
Yeah.
rolls of manipulation?
Would gladly do that.
Not gonna do it. Ooh. Well, don't push that.
Why?
Well, I mean, well,
Unless you're going to stay for the night.
I assumed we were. Half of you need to sleep.
Yeah, everybody's hurt. But it is a success. Technically. So you don't need to. If you do, you do get some willpower points.
Yeah, at least 3.
Yeah. You remove those 3 white dice. No, not quite. So if you look at your sheet, let's see. So what you do is you have your manipulation marked, and then you remove 3 white dice, so it should be 3 instead of 6 for the base, and then you roll. No, now it's 6 again. Should be 3. So if you look in the center of the sheet, you have base.
Once you click on manipulation, Michaela,
There you go.
there you go.
And now you got yourself 4 willpower points because you rolled
4
another.
successes.
But you also have. Oh, you should have only had 1 skill die, but it doesn't matter. You get 2 successes in total. 3, in fact.
Okay.
You have 3 successes in total. You're gonna totally sell those horses for full price. Which means 8 gold to you guys.
All right. I would gladly come back to everyone and tell them about the 6 gold I got.
And Big is very grumpy now because someone is giving Big a lot of lip.
Well,
On the
I
other
guess it's
hand,
make it
you
really
have,
easy for me to see the lie.
You see the lie. Celestia,
6 gold.
yeah.
6 gold, really.
I mean, if Big wants to get away with the lie, Big would have to roll.
I mean, if I'm resting, I'm gonna push that. If big... Just say it.
Big, if you want to get away with the lie, you roll your 2 remaining empathy and your I think everybody will be able to see through the lie.
Yeah, I think I'll just fess up at this point.
2 gold here.
We're all tired, Craig. You're like 6 gold, eh?
We all know Big too well.
Yeah.
There's
Like,
a
I feel like
finder's fee,
halfling
you know?
tonight. All right, guys, gather around. We each gonna nibble 2 gold worth of meat off the halfling.
Exactly.
Right, so that's 1 gold and 6 silver each.
Yep.
I've never been so rich.
As you sit there, let's see. Now that's the one I was looking for. Yeah, you're in the tavern. There are other people there as well, of course. It's about as well visited as it was last time you were here. Always some group of adventurers here. And including it's a motley crew. That's basically just like last time you were here. There's some dwarves sitting in the corner, and maybe some other group of dwarves as well. but mostly rough people. These are outdoors folks. They are not necessarily nobles or knights or people who would otherwise be associated with higher forms of culture, whatever that could be in these forbidden lands. Rough and tumble crowd, this.
My suggestion, if we know that the Rust brothers are actively looking for us and looking for these gems, that we don't spend too much time around other people. Like we get a room, we crash for the night. Brenner tries to fit the armor in the morning, and then we head out.
I agree.
Okay.
So we do, and I'll look down at Big, and I'll look up at Frida. Tend to stand out.
Just a bit.
Indeed.
Sorry, folks. I
More
don't
fun
blend
that
in.
way.
You don't. You really don't. Speaking of which, your reputation is 2, I believe.
Is it? I don't know what my sheet says.
Yes, it is. It's on top with your age and Dark Secret and stuff.
I don't know if I upped it or not.
No, you
last
haven't.
time
It's +2. That's what it should be.
Good point.
Cool.
Mine's now 2.
Yes, it is. Yes, you are. If you roll your reputation.
So it +2 is good? That's where I'm supposed to be?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Because, yeah. Oh, you want me to roll it?
Yes, I do.
I'm sorry. I got confused.
That's
I thought I
fine.
was just fixing my sheet.
No. You are known as the
Sorry.
Demon Slayer.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Damn it. Sometimes that's useful. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it makes stupid people want to pick a fight with me.
This time it's not going to make stupid people pick a fight with you. How about Brennar?
Yay.
You are also known as a Demon Slayer.
Yeah, and because I'm older, I'm actually sitting at 3.
Yep. Ooh.
Wait, why is it?
No, it's you have 2 for being old, and
Yep.
then you have done a bunch of stuff. So your reputation is in fact 5 by
Oh, yay.
now. Shouldn't be a problem, should it?
This is fine. I still got wits left.
Look at that old
By
man.
now, by the way, Mog will have joined you and takes a seat together with you. She carries a lot of knives and
Cutlery.
possibly potions.
She's a handmaiden in an orc's court. That's not really surprising.
I'm surprised it's not a bigger weapon.
Exactly.
And as you're sitting there and you're discussing your plans, the dwarf fellow who sat in the corner, he's caked with mud on his boots. He's coming up to you. Excuse me, and he's looking at Brennar, of course. Are you perhaps by any chance Brennar the Demon Slayer? The mighty sorcerer?
At that point, Soren will just head desk.
It is I.
It is. I've heard of you. You slew a demon in Fort Riverstone, did you not? And when I came here, the talk of the town was how Brennar and his mighty companions destroyed a griffin. You were supposed to be an older half-elf, I understand.
And
Yes.
I am.
My name is Ulm, you see. I'm Ulm of the Meromanian clan. He's looking around a little bit. This is a rough and tumble place, I have to say.
Wait a minute, that name.
I am on my way now to the Stone Loom Mines, you see. And, well, a group of my clan's people went to the mines not too long ago, and they never returned. And I'm going there now myself, but now that I saw you and I heard the tales, there might be demons there. I'm going to look and see if I can find trace of my kinsmen. Could I perhaps buy your services as bodyguards, maybe?
Insight check.
Sure. He seems to be just giving you the straight story. He's in fact picking up a purse.
Gonna give it to you. Gonna give it to you.
He's
Well-
I don't have much to pay, of course, but maybe...
Do you have means to get there? Do you have horseback?
No, I'm on foot.
Well, funny you should mention that. If you... What is your profession? Do you wield a sword? Or are you better with the bow?
I tend to use my trusty crossbow. Picks it up. It's kind of by his seat. You can see it over there.
Gunnar looks over at Sora and looks back at the dwarf.
He's a weekend archer.
We're curious to see if the mines can be used now. We haven't visited them since before the blood mists. I'm a bit worried that something might still be there.
They're filled with monsters. They'll kill everybody that goes. You should stay far away from there.
They can also sometimes be filled with rubies and precious gems like.
Why are you trying to entice the dwarf?
What if we let the dwarf stay here? And are we doing the thing?
Because
We should
the
do the
dwarf,
thing.
it might run counterproductive to have companions.
Yes.
What do you mean?
Leave the dwarf here, and we will find his friends.
So, Olam, you just happen to come across us almost through destiny, I guess?
Happenstance.
Happenstance? Yes, thank you, Celestial.
Raynar, we don't exactly have the best track record with finding wayward dwarves, so maybe we should leave this one here.
What do you mean?
No, nothing. It's fine. It's all right. So we're good.
Bristles
You're
a bit.
visiting the mines.
We can find your companions. It's just not safe for you to travel with us.
You've got short, stubby little legs and no horse. You'll slow us down. You're staying here.
You know, only one of us can do that.
And
Well-
that's only because I carry you.
If that's your decision,
Metaphorically and literally.
I'll have to go there on my own then. Well, I had to ask.
We will find your friends. It's just
Oh.
not safe for you to go there.
Oh, but I will go there. I have to. I couldn't possibly look my kinsmen in the eye without if I didn't do my part.
If you go there now by yourself, you're going to die. Please
Won't
stop
be able
being
to Look them
stupid.
in the eye 6 feet under, right?
I'm simply going to explore. I will not take any risks, of course, but I have to try to reach
Going
my
there is a risk.
I go to the mouth of the mines, perhaps, but not too far in, maybe? We'll see.
Okay. Alright.
The deaths may be akin to suicide. All the portents I have seen have been dire.
Oh, have they? Can I at least come with you to the mouth of the mine, then?
Well, okay. You're obviously very set on going to these mines.
I have to find my kin.
I mean, the bright side is he knows where they actually are, I would expect.
And you would know where the actual mines is.
Yeah, yes, I do. Well,
You could lead us
not
to the
exactly,
entrance.
but in the general vicinity, yes.
As opposed to us going, it's somewhere around here.
So, democratic vote, I vote for that we take him. I'll even put him on my horse.
to the mouth.
I just want to know about this paying us to bodyguard him.
Well, whatever I have here, and he desperately looks through his purse, which at this point is actually smaller than yours. How about I pay you 1 silver each? Oh, there's many of you, aren't there?
Are you a skilled craftsman?
I'm not really a craftsman as much as a scout. I tend to when I'm not scouting for my clan, I go to the wild and I hunt.
You must have.
You muted yourself, Mikael.
Must have intimate knowledge of the area. Perhaps you could fashion us a map of sorts.
Oh, I could tell you where it is. Yes.
You don't have to give me your silver. If the others want silver from you, that's fine. But
I can in fact describe it for you. He says, and I will enter it on the map. There you go. There we go.
Right.
So there's a dungeon there, as you can see.
Yeah. So
That's the one.
thick woods and mountains, horses. So we're looking at probably 3 days out.
Yeah, these are the forests here on the edge, just by the river, is open. So
Yeah.
it would be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then a couple. Yeah, it's about 3 days.
Yeah.
That seems reasonable.
All right.
Three days on
So
horseback?
he's basically emptying his purse there on the. I don't have much, as I said, and you see mostly silver coins, not too much in the form of gold.
Okay, I'll take it.
Very well. Let's see how much he actually has. It's not gonna be much.
$1 million.
Nope.
The great thing about Braynar is he won't take payment, but afterwards he'll literally take an arm and a leg.
I do have something that requires a sacrifice. Don't make me select instead of dwarf. Go to halfling.
That
It's
would
only
be
half a sacrifice. It's a half
14
a
silver.
Good news, boys. Meat's back on the menu.
Excellent. 14 silver.
Yep.
Divided by 4.
Perfect. I will let those of you who actually have empathy care that we're taking the last bit of coin from this guy, because that's not me. That is
I can hunt
2
for
silver,
myself.
2 silver and 8 copper each.
I can hunt for myself, he says.
I'm still down a point of empathy, so
Yeah.
you're good.
2 silver and 8 copper divided by once divided by 4.
No, 2 silver and 8 copper. Yep, each.
He's not defenseless or anything, so it's not like we're,
Yeah, he's probably gonna help hunt on the way too.
Exactly, see? Everybody wins. You travel a lot quicker without that extra silver weighing you down, too.
What's weighing me down now?
It's weighing your horse down.
True.
Morg is just listening to this entire conversation without.
That's for the best.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll spend the morning getting the armor fitted, because I think having that armor on Frida is going to serve us well in the long run.
Yep. That means a crafting roll, I believe. Yes.
Yep.
After we
Raymar's
get a good
actually
night's sleep.
going to wait till the morning, exactly.
Oh, because you're hurt. To be clear, doing the fitting will take a quarter day. Because it is a crafting attempt. So that means that you're leaving by lunch, basically.
That gives me a chance to try and learn that talent.
Indeed.
Is there any day left within the 24th still?
It is, in fact, yes. You arrive by noon. So if you take a rest in the afternoon, you can do the fitting in the evening and then sleep. That gives
Rainer's
you
actually
stuff
going
back.
to see if he can find a tailor.
Tinker Tailor?
And yeah, yes, there will be tailors in this town. An orc tailor sitting there with a nice needle made out of some kind of fishbone. A very powerful one. That was a big fish. And stitching together pelts and cloth and all sorts of other things under a tarp created of pelts.
So Brainer is going to go in and see if he can acquire some training from him and willing to pay the orc if necessary, or just work for his training.
Well, suppose so. Give me. I'll charge you, how about 2 silver?
Brainer agrees, and I remember, since I'm getting it taught by a teacher, do I still have to make a roll?
Nope.
Nope, you do not.
Yay!
That means
Jack
that
of all
you're-
trades, Brainer.
Exactly. Which one is this? Taylor?
Tailor. Yep.
Okay.
While
All the trades, right?
Why not?
while Brainer is learning yet more skills, I am going to go hunting, but I'm going hunting for something specific.
Mm-hmm.
I am going, since I have a bear trap, I am going bear hunting.
Oh, that's interesting.
I'll be like, hey Frida, want to go kill a bear?
Fuck yes.
There we go.
You haven't really recuperated your hit point or your strength points, have you? Or you weren't?
I was fully
You were
healed
fully
before the
healed.
combat was over.
Fine.
It's
Then-
empathy I lack.
Okay, that's not going to be a problem. And Soren uses his archery, so again, strength point's not a problem.
Yep, and I'm healed strength. I still have some agility damage, but I'm hoping that I can trap the bear with my bear trap.
Indeed. That's okay. Well, you get to add your gear bonus. Well, first of all, survival.
And can I assist with that?
You add another die to his roll.
Yeah.
So another skill die.
Okay. I will spend a willpower to automatically succeed.
Okay. That means that you get to roll survival again because you're using a trap. And since you're trying to get a bear, they're not even on this table. That's interesting. I'm going to say a -1. Seems reasonable, like a boar.
Okay.
Maybe you meant to say boar instead of better.
I did not.
You did not.
So you scouted one, you found one?
Yes.
Yeah, you
And now
found
you're
one.
just setting the trap?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
Yep,
I'm going...
Path of the Forest lets me spend a willpower to automatically succeed at hunting, foraging, and find the path.
Cool. I am going to spend a willpower to take its scent
Mm-hmm.
so that I can continue to track it if your trap fails.
Fair enough.
So 2 gear dice from the bear trap,
Yep.
and then said -1 because it's a bear.
Yep.
And can I give it assist with an extra die?
Yeah,
Oh,
you-
I don't need to.
Exactly. You don't need to. It succeeds. You do trap the bear.
Okay. Alright, and then
How
basically,
much pelts do you get from a bear?
You're about the size of a moose.
Yeah.
and I'm also specifically taking the claws.
Ah.
I'll take everything else.
Yeah, I mean,
well,
I'm gonna say that it
Oh, yeah.
has meat and pelts like a deer. Only it's more dangerous, right? So
I would say it would have more than a deer. A bear would be larger than a deer, wouldn't it?
probably.
Is there a moose?
Yeah, depends
there
on
a
the size
moose?
of the bear. I mean, it's small
Boar's
bears.
worth
you know.
is it?
Hmm?
It's
Say?
like on Critical Role when they were doing hit points by kittens. How many boar's worth is in a bear?
Oh, at least 4.
2, 3, 4. Yeah. We can look it up over time here, but at least you're gonna get 5, 3, but possibly more. Probably more. Say 6, 4, maybe.
Now you have to harvest the natural ingredients in the area so that we can fight the bear's stink that comes with the meat.
Don't plan to eat any of the meat, so.
It doesn't
She
give the
will,
number of
'cause I will
pelts and
cook it.
meat on the animal's table, so there you go.
Yeah.
When I cook it up, can I buy the next dot of cooking as cooking it up as practice?
I'll give you that. That seems reasonable.
Is
you're
it?
You're at level.
Do I have the XP for that?
How much did you have now? Did you have? Because we didn't update it with Path of the Blade. Didn't you train your cooking before? Once.
Yeah. Maybe.
So
Is it at level 3 already?
should you be at level 2 or should you be at level? Are you buying level 2 or are you buying level 3? That's where I'm at.
I was trying to buy level 3.
Level 3. Okay, because you didn't record on the sheet that you had level 2.
Oh no, I
Um,
definitely had level 2.
Okay. Because level 3 will then be 9 XP, and you do have enough XP for that, so for sure. So
Sweet.
yes, you can do that. And that will give you.
It says 2 on rank 2 on the sheet.
Yeah, now because I updated it.
Oh, sorry. I will update it to 3 now.
Yes. you
My
do
Path
that.
of the Shield should be at 2 too.
Hmm.
And Path of the Blade is now at 2. Okay.
So
Like I
chef.
said, I'm really bad at updating things. I'm sorry. I'm a horrible, horrible player.
There we go. So what happens then is. You
Now
can
my
now.
cooking gives
It's
you
so
empathy.
delicious that they recover a point of lost empathy.
Yep.
I'll just enter all the levels there, so you have them. And Path of the Shield is at level 2. Oh, you're getting. Of course, threatening should be level 1. There we go. We haven't updated your Path of the Blade, it seems.
I just did.
Yeah, but I mean with the text. I'll put that
Oh,
there
no.
as well because
No.
there's.
I didn't
nothing
know
on
how
there.
to do that.
No, I have a sheet here.
Oh, okay.
So when we get back with the pelts and the meat and whatever,
You do indeed.
so I'll find Celestial Passage and I'll drop like the 20 bear claws on the table in front of him.
So he
Oh,
gets
that is
his,
excellent.
His extra.
Do you need those for your
It's the focus for bear attack, so if I
Yes.
use it, more powerful.
awesome?
Indeed. That will hurt
While they
people
were
even
hunting,
more.
I'm gonna try to learn Incorruptible.
Okay.
You know, while I'm sitting in the bar watching people interacting, focusing
You are
on
sitting.
it.
Yes. That is. You're already at level what on that? You don't have it yet.
0.
Ah.
I have to make my wits check.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not as beat up as last time. Yes.
It works. Level 1 Incorruptible.
I also found that I'm eventually gonna want Fearless.
Should I fill in the?
I've got it here. Thanks.
Okay.
I'm working on it. I'm working on.
Good. This is what calm moments in villages are for. Right?
Yeah, the next level's so much better.
Next level of what? Incorruptible?
Incorruptible gives me the artifact die.
Yes. That's always lovely.
If there's any other natural stuff that Special Passage or Brainard need for their magic, just let me know and I'll be happy to acquire it.
Well, you're taking the quarter day, the afternoon to do this.
Yep.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, Brenner has learned another talent, and so has Celestial Passage. That leaves Big. What is Big doing during all this? Everybody else is doing stuff.
Yeah, I'm doing the best thing I could possibly do at this point. I'm going to sleep, and then when everybody else gets up from sleep, we're probably going to sleep a little bit more. It's going to be great.
Fair enough. I don't think you have...
Double sleeping is going to give me double the whatever advantage.
No.
In my head.
In your head. I don't think you have any enough XP left to get anything else because you leveled up Sharp Tongue. So that's about it.
So, Claws and Teeth work really well because that's 2 spells for just anything.
Yeah.
Cat's Claws,
Okay.
Bird Claws, Horns of Deer.
Excellent.
Okay.
Those are all my shifting focuses.
I do want to charge you for spending the night here. Also, have you eaten and drunk your fill today? So, are you gonna
Yes.
pay for the food, or are you gonna?
Yes.
Rita's cooking bear meat.
I will
This is
pay
true.
for mine as I was sitting in the tavern studying others and not just meditating on Incorruptible.
Mm.
Didn't want to get thrown out for just loitering.
Judging by the smell of this place, the bear meat would actually be an upgrade, so I'll definitely take some of that.
And they will let me use their kitchen because they did last time.
They will.
And I cooked
they
the griffin.
will.
They set a
That was
precedent,
pretty cool.
so let's do it again.
They will allow you. They will allow you.
Oh, it's you again. Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
I made them a shit ton of money last time.
Oh, this is my normal voice. This isn't my evil voice. I'm sorry.
So,
I have one of those voices.
Celestial, are you eating some bear meat then?
No,
Bear
I'll
steak?
save mine for some other time when we're on the road.
Okay, you're paying for food?
Yeah.
Okay. That would be then bowl of stew to a hearty meal to a feast. How fine do you want to be?
Hearty stew.
Okay, hearty meal, that's silver, and lodging, if you're all staying at a dorm, that's going to be 2 copper each. They really only have a dorm here.
Alright, I've adjusted mine.
Same.
Soren has already done his rolls. Frida is eating bear meat, I guess.
Better visit the well before
What
we
are you
leave.
drinking today, though, Frida? Some of your own water? Or are you buying something?
No, I will probably actually pay for booze.
Okay, pay for booze. That's fine with them. Flagon of ale, 2 copper.
Okay.
Right. And when everybody is busy doing their stuff and not paying attention, Soren is actually going to get a bath and get his clothing cleaned.
Nice.
Sounds good.
Partially just because he's well aware of the dangers of infection.
Of course.
Oh my god. Claw or Tooth is the ingredient for both my level 3 shifting spells? Oh my god.
That's 8 copper for you.
Yep.
Anyone else doing that? Was a while since you got the stuff clean.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
I know, that sounds like a good idea.
Brenner's gonna save his copper.
Yeah, mine clean just because of all the shit I've been through.
And so ends Spring Rise 24th. With you at the third wheel and taking care of all sorts of business there. And now it's 11 o'clock Atlantic, which means that it's a wrap. It's a perfect place, really, before you set out for the next leg of your journey, traveling to the Stone Loom Mines through Orc territories. And now you won't be under Empress Soria's jurisdiction, if you will. This will be someone else's lands. We'll see how that goes in 2 weeks.
Da, da, da.
No, it
Exactly.
was a lot of fun, thank you.
Thank
Thanks,
you,
everyone.
everybody.
thanks.
Thanks,
Good night.
guys.
See you.
Night.
Good night. Have a good time.